welcome to Disneyland Paris. Today is our first visit, so I thought it'd be great to give you some tips that helped us on our first trip. So I'm gonna do like a little beginner's tips for Disneyland Paris. So let's go in the park and have some fun today. Tip number one, how to get here. So that part was a little confusing. Right now there are strikes. We are in London, so the Eurostar is on strike. We couldn't take the Eurostar over here, but a lot of people usually do. If you do that, they take you right to the train station here, where then you could take a bus to your hotel or walk to your hotel. But we had to fly in, so it was a little bit different. So when you fly in, you have to take a train from the airport to here, and then either take a bus to your hotel or walk. Ask around, it is a little confusing. It took us a while to get it, but we got it eventually. So if you're staying at New York or Newport Bay Club, those are walkable from the train station. If you're staying at another resort, I recommend taking the bus. It's a little bit further. And tip number two, Premier Access. So they have this thing at Disneyland Paris that's like, you can get fast passes to every ride once, and it's called Premier Access. It's pretty expensive. It's 60 euros for each person each day. So it really only counts if you do at least like 8 rides, I would say, which we probably will do. So we did get Premier Access. So on my vlog, which I'll link below, that's gonna come out maybe after this video or before this video, I'm gonna show you all of everything we did, and I'll show you how Premier Access really works in real time. But there's also an option to just buy each ride's fast pass. So each ride ranges from 7 euros to 15 euros in order to skip the line. So if you're only gonna do a few rides, or you only have a few rides you like, maybe that's a better route. But if you wanna get fast pass to like all the rides, you can only ride once, of course, but Disney Premier Access, so up to you on that one. And Lucas just brought it up to me. Yes, anytime you want, you don't have to reserve a time slot or anything like you do at other Disney resorts. You literally just go up to each ride and you scan your QR code for your Disney Premier Access. Anytime you want to ride the ride, you get to skip the line. But like I said, you only get to ride it once. So I don't know, I kind of like that more than reserving time slots, which can be quite difficult. This is much easier, and I think makes it a little easier to be able to navigate your day. Hey, it's Lauren checking in. I'm at the Indiana Jones ride. Lucas is riding right now with his Premier Access Pass, because I'm not a huge rides person. And I just was checking in to say that the Premier Access is amazing. Like, nobody does it, probably because of the high price, but every time that we've used it so far, we've gone straight to the front. Like, they're having a good time on this ride. Like less than 5 minutes straight to the front. So, I don't know. Is it worth it? I think so. But also we're gonna ride a lot of rides, so it's something to consider. We're loving it, loving it. Tip number 3, plan out your day. So there's not really a planning app that I could find, but what I did find is that you could heart rides inside the app. So what I did is I went through all the rides here at Disneyland, and I also went through Disney Studios and hearted all the rides that I like. It shows up in your favorites list, and then once you do them, you can unheart, and you'll know what rides you have left. I also did the shows and also the parades, and that's kind of how I've been planning our day. And then of course you can look at the map and see what's close to each other, and if it's on your heart list, go ride it. If it's not, etc. And then also you need to remember like what food reservations you have, and make sure that you're there on time as well. We have one today, so that's really exciting. We're gonna do the Captain Jack's, which is the restaurant inside the Pirates of the Caribbean ride. I'm really excited for that. And to get reservations, you have to do it like 2 months ahead of time. It was like basically impossible to get a reservation anywhere. I had to keep checking the app and refreshing until one day there was an opening at Captain Jack's and I got it, because I didn't look 2 months ahead like everybody else when they got their reservations. So that's also something to consider when planning your trip. Hello, welcome to the next day. Tip number 4 is how long to stay. So this is our last day. We came 3 days and stayed 2 nights at Newport Bay Club, the resort here, and I highly recommend that amount. I think anything less would be really difficult, especially if you're traveling here from another place. Honestly, even from Paris. Like, you need those days, because the first day we got here was kind of a travel day. We went to Disney Village, we ate food, we shopped a little bit, got our outfits for Disney the next day. Then the next day we did a full day at the park, got Disney Premier access and really lived it up. And today's the last day. We're kind of just walking around, hitting up rides we didn't get to, actually shopping in shops and being able to observe more rather than kind of like rushing, not rushing, but like really like power walking through and trying to ride all the rides. And so it's kind of nice to have those 3 days here. Now, if you're here any longer, that's cool too, because you can really stretch out and like take a slow amount of time to do everything. But honestly, I think you can accomplish these 2 parks and the Disney Village in 3 days. It's not that large compared to other Disneys, but it is big enough that I would say to do 3 days. If you're just gonna come here for 1 day, that's cool too, especially if you get Disney Premier access and you can ride a bunch of rides. But if you're not here often and you really want to live it up, I'd say the 3 days, 2 nights package, which you can buy online. They have package deals where you get the hotel room and park pass. I recommend getting that. Also, just so you know, the parks come together as a package. There's no just Disney Studios and just Disneyland Paris. Park hopper is the norm. It is just 1 ticket. I think because Disney Studios is so small that you don't really need to have just a ticket here. I think you'd accomplish it way too quickly. So everything is both. So you get 3 days in a hotel, 2 nights, 3 days at the park with Park Hopper, and those package deals are available on their website. I'll make sure to leave that in the description below. That's what we did, and we absolutely think it was the perfect plan. Okay, on top of what I just said about the size of it, they're actually building onto it. They're gonna build a like Galaxy's Edge Star Wars area and a whole Arendelle Frozen area. So they're building that right now behind this wall. So I think that's gonna add a lot to this park, because right now it is just Avengers Campus, like Hollywood Studios area, and Finding Nemo Ratatouille area and Toy Story area. It's not that much, but yeah, they are building. It's gonna be, I don't know when, maybe in 2024 or something. It's gonna be epic over here.
Yeah, it'll be really cool.
And last tip number 5 is the Photopass. I have never seen the Photopass work like this at any other Disney park. Maybe in Disney Tokyo, because I'm not sure, but at Disneyland and Disney World, you get the Photopass on your app, and then every picture you take for the day, you get digitally. Not here. Here you buy a set fee of 75 euros for the Photopass for your whole trip. And then after you're done riding the ride, if it was a picture ride, you go to a booth and you ask them to find your picture and scan your Photopass card. And then they load up on your card so that you can go on the internet later to the website and type in your card identification number, and then you can download your digital photos from there. So it's a really interesting idea. And 75 euros does sound like a lot, so they also have an option to do individual pictures at 15 euros each, but after 5 pictures, that's kind of the cost. So how many rides are you gonna ride? How many photos are you gonna wanna keep from the rides? And they don't have a lot of Photopass sites, like for instance in front of the castle, down Main Street, in front of like iconic areas. You won't see like a cast member with a camera ready to take your picture. That doesn't happen here. They don't really have Photopass spots. They have some character meet and greets with photos and some random like Photopass areas in the most random locations where they do like magic moments where they like they bring in like a digitalized, computerized character. But it doesn't seem to me that the Photopass seems worth it just because they don't have a lot of cast members taking pictures at iconic spots. So that's something to consider as well. Lucas and I wanted to try out the Photopass to kind of tell you all about it and to try it ourselves to see if it was worth it. And I think we rode maybe 5 rides that had Photopass spots. So maybe we got 5 pictures. So basically the same cost of buying them individually for the Photopass. So I don't know if it's worth it. It's cool to have like those really interesting, unique ride photos that you wouldn't normally get, but something to consider when coming here. And everybody, that is it for this video. Those are the 5 tips that helped Lucas and I with our first trip to Disneyland Paris, so I hope it helps you too. We really enjoyed our time here. I'll definitely leave the link to the vlog of like actually us riding rides, trying food, stuff like that below. I just want to do a quick side video of these tips in case you just wanted to quickly watch and learn for your trip to Disneyland Paris. Also, I did a room tour of our hotel stay at the Newport Bay Club, which also I will link below if it's not already out. And if those videos aren't out and you want to see them, make sure to subscribe because they're going to come out eventually. Every Sunday I upload 1 video. So if you want to hit the bell button to be notified every time I upload, which is just once a week so you don't miss out, make sure to do that. It's right next to the subscribe button. And Lucas, how did you like Disneyland Paris?
It's so fun. I think we'll definitely come back.
Oh yeah, we definitely have to come back. And I'll probably have more tips once we come back because things change all the time when it comes to Disney parks. Like, they're building a lot here.
Yeah, the hotel's refurbishing.
Yep, the Disneyland Paris hotel isn't even open right now, so things are gonna be different next time we come for sure. So I'll make sure to do a video on that. And thank you for watching, and I hope you have a really great trip to Disneyland Paris, or you just enjoyed listening to these tips for a future bucket list trip to Disneyland Paris. Yeah. All right, we'll see you on Sunday, next Sunday.
Bye.
Bye.